make it a little bit better.
Look out.
And big time trouble for Jason Leffler.
Oh, he's into the wall as he got turned.
Hold on, we got more coming here.
You know, didn't know if you want to be on the outside. That guy on the bottom gets loose, and that's what you'll see. A lot of speed carried into these corners. One car goes up and hits Jason Leffler, sends him into the wall.
Did you see how high that back end just jacked up and it hit that wall? He's going to be able to get it back to pit road, but a lot of damage on that 38. Another look.
It is a sinking feeling because, you know, you can only control a percentage of this. And when you get hit that hard, you're just along for the ride.
Front here and maybe try to get back on the lead lap. Oh, trouble down here, man.
Hard. Frank Kimmel in the wall.
Frank Kimmel just took off like something happened to the right front.
Caution is out. Yep, 7th time in this race. Lap 215. Right front destroyed.
I think he must have cut a tire down because that thing, I looked up and he was headed for the fence at a high rate of speed.
This is one of those borderline calls. The leaders have 29 laps on their tires. They may be coming to pit road, Darrell.
Let's see, we're 215 laps.
You could do it on one stop from here if you had to.
I think I'd come.
And I believe they are coming.
Here they come.
Giving up track position. Here come Rudd, Ward Burton, Spencer, Jeff Green, Ryan Newman.
Everybody on the lead lap.
Oh, boy, Kimmel's car really took a hard lick. Took her shot up that hill.
Saw one like that here. Well, here's Stickberg.
The pits are busy because of a tangle up in turn 2 between Ward Burton and Andy Houston. Put us under caution for the 3rd time tonight, so all the lead lap cars making pit stops, and Andy Houston, who was on track to have his best finish of the season, instead is walking back. Here it is.
Headed down into turn 1 here. Ward Burton up on the outside of Andy Houston. Going around the wreck car of Brett Bodine. Ward drops to the inside and gives Andy a little shot right there, and then that wasn't enough. He decided he might give him a little bit more. Boy, he hit that wall hard. He did. That's slow. You know, folks, that's in slow motion, so you don't really get a good sensation of what it's like, but that's a pretty hard lick into the back straightaway wall. Man.
Darrell, on that second one, it looked as if Andy'd gotten loose and he'd lost his forward motion. Ward had a lot of momentum coming up off that corner.
Yeah, Ward's going to turn under him right here and gas it, and whoops, got him sideways. I don't think it, yeah, Andy got loose. Actually, Ward never even touched him. Andy got a little, I think he probably tried to accelerate up out of that corner, and when he did, trying to stay ahead of Ward, lost it.
Yeah, they was out there on a 90 to 100 lap tire.
A little bad blood here.
A lot of bad blood.
Mark Truex not giving Jeff Gordon a lot of room this time.
But right now, Tony Stewart in the 20s boxed in behind this battle right now.
And around goes Truex hard.
Now he pays the price.
Yeah. That happens to rookies a lot.
Tropicana 400, just over 300 miles in the race, but fuel could play into deciding who wins this one again today. NBC's coverage of the Tropicana 400 is brought to you by Pontiac. Trouble, turn 2, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Into the wall, caution flags out. Second place man in the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship.
And Junior has been having trouble the last couple laps. During a commercial breakdown in 1 and 2, his car was very, very high, like something was wrong.
Big moment in the championship there for Dale Jr. Big moment in the race because the caution flag is going to bring some people like Jimmie Johnson a chance to get some fuel that they need to make the checkers. And that is going to be done for the day from the looks of that car.
Oh, no question. See if we take a look at what happened here. See him going down into 1 right there. Car is bobbling a lot right there, BP. Gets back in the gas and just loses it.
All of a sudden the car just spins around.
But the car looked loose as he got down into 1.
Well, you know, they've been talking about this car being a handful all weekend. And we caught just a clip at the end there of Junior's radio transmission saying, I just couldn't hang on to it this time.
Well, you know, in final practice, we rode along with the 8 car a bunch of times, and that car really looked unstable getting into the corners, even then. Trioval right there. Boy, when it happens fast.
Trying to get some preparation out of his eyes.
Oh, Jimmie Johnson has crashed.
Caution is out. We're getting a report he may have hit oil.
Okay, Jimmie?
If it did hit oil.
10-4, I just lost it.
I just lost it. Just what Jack Sprague said. And Jimmie Johnson's chance for 3 in a row has crunched.
Same thing that happened to Matt Kenseth yesterday, leading the Busch race all by himself and spun off of turn 2. Very well could bypass it. Yeah, you just think he gets loose off of 2 over there, and man, he hit that inside wall a ton.
Well, Darrell, you said he was running a little bit up out of the groove, and if that was spewing out the right side, there it is on the in-car camera lens.
I think it just took off. He didn't realize that he hit the wall over there. Happened so fast, and you think you made a mistake, and you don't realize that there may have been something that was an extenuating circumstance.
Yeah, we had a great car, pretty loose for most of the day, and I got loose off of 2 and chased it up and almost had it saved, but I got into the outside wall a little bit, and then with the banking on the straightaways as much as they are, I turned down across into the inside wall and hit pretty hard, pushed the sway bar tube and everything way back into the engine, so we're done for the day. Too bad, and we've had a great month going. I guess we're into a new month, so my luck's over, but I just feel bad for these close guys. We should have hung on to it and got the next pit stop adjusted on it.
Vehicles, you can compare it to the other vehicles. It's at least 3 inches higher off the ground in the front at the splitter.
It's like a shock has fallen off the front of that thing or broken. See how low Peter's truck is? Oh, there he goes.
And around goes the 94.
Right rear tire.
Possibly a broken part on that 94 as you were talking about how it was riding differently, and now we have the right rear tire go down just as we were watching it.
Yeah, and that right rear tire being down a little bit wasn't enough to make the front end like that. I think something caused that front end to be like that, and ultimately that may have created what happened with that right rear tire.
There could have been a rub back there because the front end was so high. That means the back was low. That was a strange scenario.
Going on there. 10-4. You're still rolling?
Chase is going to
no, sir, she's killed.
Climb out of that truck.
Be the first time that he's finished worse than 6th this year, and that was a brand new truck. Was talking to the guys down in the garage area and yesterday, and brand spanking new truck.
6 starts this season, including that win a week ago. We've talked about highs and lows in this sport. You go from winning the ultimate high to this.
I'd be interested to see what may have. Obviously, the rear tire caused that spin in contact with the outside wall, but something caused that front end to be where it was.
Yeah, and something caused him to be running 24th. I
exactly.
mean, you said he's never finished worse than 6th in a truck race from the.
Caution's out, turn 2, turn 2.
We got a couple of guys. Jeff Gordon, one of them, and also Trevor Bayne. And actually, not Trevor Bayne, the 51 of Bobby Labonte.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage on that 24 car, as you can see in the left front.
Yeah, somebody was up next to the wall trying to avoid it, and the car come from the bottom up the racetrack, and it appeared that he pinned him on the outside wall. You see Bobby right here in the middle in the 51 car.
Whatever that was.
You did see Bobby. That's Casey Mears in between them.
Oh, it just breaks loose.
Yep.
And you see Jeff go to the high side, gets pinned on the outside wall.
That's huge for Jeff Gordon, who entered 11th in the standings, had a wild card position, only a couple outside the top 10.
Had a wild card position, but it was on points. And as we've talked, this is, and Jeff knows he's got to win some races.
Boy, Jeff got.
It's like he got on the brakes, though. But
he got loose.
It's like when he got on the brakes from that angle, you could see the thing kind of jump out. And these cars run a lot of rear brake. They talk about having so much rear brake.
There's a lot of room up high, but that car turned sideways. Like, say, when you got on the brakes, boy, that thing turned right back into the 51.
Your car feels the best. And we've had it up. Whoa, in the wall, Newman. And Park spins. Caution is out. Steve Park keeps it all but off the wall, and I believe the car into the outside wall may have been Ryan Newman. Caution's out.
Looks like Bill Elliott will bring him down and lead this first lap as he takes his caution flag. There's you see Ryan Newman, the 12 car, smoking. He definitely got in the wall, but a lot of damage on this Pennzoil car.
Yeah, that car is wounded badly. You can see it's running off. Cock wobbled there.
Hawk wobbled?
Cock wobbled.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about pancaked. That's
pancake right
the
there.
Right side of
the right
Newman's
side
car.
of the 12 car.
Cock wobbled is a Southern California term.
Okay.
Well, let's see if we can analyze this. Newman Park already sliding back, and he and Newman just get together, and oh gosh, they get together big time.
Park had already slid back to the 5th position.
Yeah.
Looks like his car was just moving up the racetrack and was not turning on probably low air pressure on his tires.
There were such high expectations for Steve Park. He's on the pole, and everybody says, oh, this is what he needed. But you know, with those high expectations comes more high expectations. They were expecting him to run really well today, and he didn't need this.
Well, Rusty just snuck through there.
Well, a lot of guys.
Here comes the field.
Snuck by this mess.
About 35 cars coming at this group.
That car, look at it, just continually spinning around. Everybody's having to take evasive action. Great job of driving on everybody's part. He just moved up. It's really, when you come off turn 2 over there, the car will always want to pick up a little push. I mean, we're early in the first lap here. You wouldn't expect that, but man, Park just got down there and couldn't turn. Got into the side of Newman.
Matt Yoakum on the damage report.
Well, Mike, they peeled away the sheet metal from the tire, changed the tire.
In this weekend, we talked about all the Goodyear testing and the new right side tire, just how long it would last and how consistent it would be here in the early laps.
Well, you see, we've run, 2 laps now, and they're already sliding all the way to the top, using that high groove. Oh, we got trouble here on the backstretch.
Sideways, a 21 car, Bill Elliott. Sam Hornish also involved.
Straight right there, straight out braking.
How much damage Bill had. It's unfortunate because he had a good car in practice yesterday. He had one of the better cars in that practice. I was talking to guys in the garage this morning, and they said that Bill had a really good car. See the right front tire flat. I don't know if he has contact on that left side. What worries me is he's not rolling, like something else must be wrong.
Yeah, fine.
You can see what happened here coming off the corner.
He kind of got squeezed 2 ways. 01 of Regan Smith got him, and Bill had to kind of get out of the throttle, and then Sam Hornish got into the left rear and sent Bill spinning. It looked like he did have a little contact with that left front on the inside wall. This is the problem that you face all the time here. The car just doesn't give you, I'm not sure Regan Smith, well, you can see it wasn't really anything with Regan Smith. It was all Sam Hornish getting into